This is Courtney Gadd,
This is Matt King,
and you're listening to
the Bulldog Broadcast,
RES Edition.
Hey, this is Miss Thompson, and today I'm here with Miss Shannon, and we are going to start a new series called First Chapter Fridays. We hope you enjoy.
Well, I've decided to start our first chapter Friday with a pair of books. The first one I'm going to read is going to be for your younger readers. This one is great for reading one chapter at night with bedtime with younger ones because they're fairly short. Second and third graders find it an easy read. And then the other one will be for our older readers, for those fourth grade, fifth grade adults that might want something for a lot of fun. But I decided the first set are going to be fairy tale adventures. They're kind of funny fairy tale adventures. So we will start with our easier read. This is The Princess in Black. This is by Shannon Hale and Dean Hale, and their best friend does the illustrations, Lu Yun Pham. Chapter 1. Princess Magnolia was having hot chocolate and scones with Duchess Wigtower. The hot chocolate was hot, the scones were sweet, the breeze from the window was warm and wishy. "How lovely of you to visit," said Princess Magnolia, "and unexpected." "Oh, I love to meet people in their own homes," said Duchess Wigtower. "I always uncover secrets." "Secrets?" said Princess Magnolia. "Yes, secrets," said Duchess Wigtower. "Hidden messes, skeletons in the closet, that sort of thing." "Closets?" said Princess Magnolia. The hot chocolate burned her lip. The breeze knocked her curls into her face. She was no longer enjoying herself. "You seem so prim and perfect." Duchess Wigtower leaned forward. "But everyone has a secret." Princess Magnolia brushed crumbs off of her frilly pink dress. She hoped she didn't look nervous, because she did indeed have a secret. A huge secret. A secret she didn't want anyone to uncover, especially not the nosy Duchess. Just then, Princess Magnolia's glitterstone ring rang. "The monster alarm," thought Princess Magnolia. "Not now." "What was that ringing sound?" asked Duchess Wigtower. A bird?" said Princess Magnolia. She wished her ring sounded anything like a bird. It didn't. "Strange bird," said the Duchess. Maybe it's sick," said Princess Magnolia. "I should check." Princess Magnolia minced to the door. Her glass slippers went tink, 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 tink. "You're going to just leave me here?" said the Duchess. "Oh, I'll hurry back," said Princess Magnolia. She smiled sweetly. She shut the door softly. And then Princess Magnolia ran. So Chapter 2 will tell you what her secret is. Now, this is one of 11 books so far in the series, so if you like this adventure, you can read on. Now, for our older readers, I picked, again, these are longer books, but a lot of fun. This is The Hero's Guide to Saving Your Kingdom by Christopher Healy. Now, this one, I actually won't be reading the first chapter. Before the first chapter comes a prologue that will actually introduce the story. So, prologue. Things you don't know about Prince Charming. Prince Charming is afraid of old ladies. Didn't know that, did you? Don't worry, there's a lot you don't know about Prince Charming. Prince Charming has no idea how to use a sword. Prince Charming has no patience for dwarfs. Prince Charming has an irrational hatred of capes. Well, some of you may not even realize that there's more than one Prince Charming, and that none of them are actually named Charming. No one is. Charming isn't a name, it's an adjective. But don't blame yourself for this lack of Prince Charming-based knowledge. Blame the lazy bards. You see, back in the day, bards and minstrels were the world's only real source of news. It was they who bestowed fame upon people. They were the ones who sculpted any hero's or villain's reputation. Whenever something big happened, a damsel was rescued, a dragon was slain, a curse was broken, the royal bards would write a song about it, and their wandering minstrels would perform the tune from land to land, spreading the story across multiple kingdoms. But the bards weren't keen on details. They didn't think it was important to include the names of the heroes who did all that damsel rescuing, dragon slaying, and curse breaking. They just called all those guys Prince Charming. It didn't even matter to the bards whether the person in question was a truly dang hero, like Prince Liam, who battled his way past a bone-crushing, fire-blasting magical monster in order to free a princess from an enchanted sleeping spell, or some guy who merely happened to be in the right place at the right time, like Prince Duncan, who also woke a princess from a sleeping spell, but only because some dwarves told him to. No, those bards gave a man the same generic name whether he nearly died, like Prince Gustav, who was thrown from a 90-foot tower when he tried to rescue Rapunzel, or simply impressed a girl with his dancing skill, like Prince Frederick, who wowed Cinderella at a royal ball. If there was anything that Liam, Duncan, Gustav, and Frederick all had in common, it was that none of them were very happy about being a Prince Charming. Their mutual hatred of that name was a big part of what brought them together. Not that teaming up was necessarily the best idea for these guys. If you were to peek ahead to, say, chapter 20, we would see our heroes in a small mountain town called Flargstag, sitting in just about the worst tavern in all of creation, the Stumpy Boarhound. The Stumpy Boarhound is the kind of dark, miserable place where pirates and assassins play cards while plotting their next despicable crimes, which often involved robbing the tavern itself. It's not the type of place where you would expect to find even one Prince Charming, let alone 4. And yet, in chapter 20, there they all are. Liam, bruised and soot-stained, with fish bones in his hair. Gustav, in charred and dented armor, massaging his bald, bright red scalp. Frederick, covered with enough dirt to make you think he had just crawled out of a grave. And Duncan, with a big bump on his forehead, and wearing, is that a nightshirt? Oh, and there are about 50 armed thugs surrounding their table, all whom seem eager to smash the princes into paste. Of course, by chapter 20, you can't fault the princes for looking like wrecks. They're lucky to be alive after their run-ins with the witch, the giant, the bandits, well, you'll see. Basically, the fact that they're about to get into a major brawl is none too surprising considering the kind of week these princes have just had. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Before we reach that turning point night at the Stumpy Boarhound, we need to head back to the peaceful kingdom of Harmonia, where the whole adventure, or mess, depending on whom you ask, began. We have to go back to where Prince Frederick managed to lose Cinderella. And that's when chapter 1 starts with Prince Charming misplaces his bride. These are a fun series, and it is a series of books. He has 3 more stories that follow: Storming the Castle, and The Hero's Guide to Being an Outlaw. Things kind of get worse for the 4 princes. But if you feel like a fun fairy tale adventure, these are 2 stories you might want to try out.
We hope you enjoyed First Chapter Friday. We plan to continue this series throughout the year to introduce new books to students and families. These books that were read today by Miss Shannon are located in Rossville Elementary School Library. You can also find Princess in Black at the Rossville Library. If you are connected with their Pine system, you can put holds on books from all over the state to be sent to your local library. The Palace Project, free ebooks and audiobooks have The Princess in Black and The Hero's Guide to Saving Your Kingdom. We hope you enjoyed today's First Chapter Friday, and we hope that you will continue learning to love to read. Have a great day. Bulldogs out.